All right, what's up, ladies and gents? Jason Ward here, Ward's Way to Fitness. Today's topic, don't be a zealot. All right, so what I mean by this is there are a lot of different nutrition camps out there. Lots of people with lots of different opinions, lots of people claiming that they're right and everyone else is wrong, and that this is the best way and that everybody should be following this way. Anyone who speaks in this type of language is wrong, period. There is no one best diet for everybody. What we need to understand is that nutrition science is very shaky at best. We don't have a lot of answers right now. What we have is a lot of really good questions that we need to start answering. And where those questions are going to lead us is pretty fascinating to me. It's why I keep doing these talks, why I keep reading different research, why I keep talking to different people, listening to different people, trying to get as many different perspectives as I can. I don't want to be trapped into one box in the way that I think, because I think that will be the end of any sort of real understanding of how things actually work. The second that you think you know it all, you really know nothing. So I try to remain as open-minded as possible and listen to many, many different people with many different viewpoints and take what's good from each viewpoint and try to kind of mold it to fit where I'm at and what I need for my specific situation. And I advise that you do much the same thing. So don't just follow the keto diet or veganism or carnivore, any dietary style because Joe Blow that you work with told you that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. That like this has helped him lose X number of pounds in such a short period of time, and that like it'll do the same for you. It may and it may not. So you cannot just trust anecdotes entirely. There is a lot of power in anecdotes, I think, because if there are many anecdotes behind a diet, chances are that there are a lot of people that it's helping. Now, if somebody tells you that in order to be a part of the camp, that you have to do things this way, or if you don't do it this way, then you did it wrong, and then they belittle you, this is problematic. This is not how people are going to learn. This is not how we're going to grow and evolve and understand that how we're going to move forward in the future. I personally feel that we need to be more open and understanding of other people's situations and be willing to be malleable and adapt so that we can have a greater understanding together of what it is that we as the human race can do to help better ourselves and the planet. This is not an easy task, definitely. I find I still struggle to listen to certain ideologies and certain ways of thinking because I don't agree with them. But just because I don't agree doesn't mean there's nothing I can learn from that information. So keep that in mind. Try to remain open-minded. Try things, all right? And give it a fair chance. 2 weeks is not going to tell you anything about whether or not you respond to a dietary style or not. You really need to give it a good month to 2 months to really understand how that diet affects you and whether or not it will be beneficial for you in the long term. I also feel like if after 30 days you're not experiencing any benefits, or if all you're really noticing is how difficult it is or how uncomfortable you are, that's probably not the diet for you. But if you're starting to feel a little bit better after 30 days, maybe give it another 30 and see what happens. The fact of the matter is that you do need to do a little bit of self-experimentation and test out different theories and different dietary styles. There are certain foods that do seem to be more easily digested by more of the population than others. And there are some foods that people generally think of as healthy that are not necessarily healthy, that in the wrong person, they're not going to have a positive response to. So a great example of this is anti-nutrients in some vegetables. People are not very aware of the fact that some vegetables actually have anti-nutrients in them, and those anti-nutrients can leach nutrients away from your body or prevent you from fully digesting them, and then you can't access the nutrition that is contained therein. And if you're in a boat where you cannot digest that food, then that food is not going to be beneficial to you. So why would you keep eating it, right? So take some time, do a little bit of research, and understand that like this one dietary style might not work for you. Maybe another will. Don't just blindly accept what the media tells you. So there's a lot of talk right now about veganism and carnivore. If you're following the space, so January is actually both World Carnivore Month and Veganuary. So there were a lot of people trying out plant-based nutrition for the month of January, and I applaud them for that. And there are a lot of people trying out the carnivore diet for the month of January, and I applaud them for that. Be open-minded. Test things out. See what works for you. And if you're doing something and it is working, keep doing it. If it's not working, then it's okay to change. But if you don't give it a fair shake, or if you're just not having a pleasant experience, then chances are that might not be for you. So you should probably move on and try something that does. All right? So if you want some help weeding through all of this information and misinformation and all the stuff that is out there that is very difficult to decipher, please drop me a line, ask your questions below, and I will do my best to give you some information in regards to whatever it is that you're looking to understand. All right. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you have questions or topics you'd like me to cover, post up below. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.